Hey Musslings, and welcome to another video. Today, as promised, we're going to be making the Sims to go into the apartment build that we did over the last 3 parts, and those have all been posted on YouTube, as I'm sure that you know, and also have been posted on the gallery. Now, I will say these Sims have not been posted on the gallery just yet. I just haven't gotten around to it, but hopefully by the time that this is actually posted, you'll be able to find them if you want to use any of them. And I'm just going to walk you through who the families are, and you'll also get to see us move them physically in. Now, I did have to do a little bit of a cheaty cheat and put on free real estate in order to get them in, because obviously you don't start off with tons of money in The Sims, and they were specifically made for these individual buildings and these individual rooms. So I did my best. Hopefully you enjoy the build video for each of the Sims and their families. Another caveat I do need to put in here is this first family, actually. These end up being the Benoits, and as you know, in our apartment build, we actually had 4 separate rooms on the first floor. I found out as I was putting it together and putting the apartment on the gallery that you can actually only have 6 units total. So that kind of put us at 7, unfortunately, and I ended up needing to combine that first and second room to become one apartment. So what I did is, even though they're separated by a door, I made it kind of look in this scenario as if the families were like, it was a family, but they own 2 units like side by side. So this is Vanessa Benoit. She's the sweet little girly pop in that first pinky kind of room. Like we said, she's a young professional. Maybe she's just gotten out of school. She's starting off on, for the very first time. And she, in this scenario, has purchased the room next to her, or maybe her parents have purchased the room next to her. Either way, her parents we also make in this family, and they will just, quote, live in the other one. That just kind of skirts around the sweet issue with the rooms and things like that, but I do think it's really cute, and actually kind of worked out better than I thought, because the room next to her was kind of made for what I assumed was an elderly couple, so it did kind of just mesh together really nicely. So this is Vanessa. You'll see us give her all the outfits, and this is the same for all of them. So I go through, and if you want to skip ahead per family and just see like the end result, that's totally fine. I get that. But this takes you through each of the individual outfits for each individual family member. And then at the end, once the family is created, we move them in. We have a little bit of an interaction so you can see them in the apartment. They're there. I promise they have moved in. And then we just move on to the next family. So I'll be quiet for a little bit. You'll see Vanessa, you'll see her parents being made, and then I'll check back in once everything is done and they're in the apartments. and now we're moving them in. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing us build all of them. Like I said, I had to turn free real estate on in order to move them in. I end up having to do this for, I think, all of them. But anyway, here are the Benoits. They are very cute. I love this idea that she's living next to her parents. Maybe they did it, maybe she did it, maybe they're buying each other's house, I don't know. But it's just super cute that they can live next to each other. Maybe they both downsized out of the house, or they moved in next to her once she moved out and went to college. Whatever the case may be, it's super adorable. I assign all of them their beds so that way if we decide to do any playthroughs with these families, they're all physically there and ready to go. I don't know that that's the case. I think it was just a fun build, but either way, this is our cute little Benoit family. And like I said, we do a little bit of interaction just so you can see them in the physical homes. And it's a good thing that I did this because remember, I didn't playtest anything. So, which is great for me. But anyway, there ends up being a little bit of a problem in one of them, which you don't see and I fix off camera, but it's a good thing that I did because this desperately needed playtesting. So yeah, Benoit's all done, super cute with their daughter next door. So now we're going to move on to the next family. And this was a young couple. This was the Plant couple. They end up being the Johns. And this is a husband and wife duo. These guys were very adventurous, very planty, and they're the ones that literally have the plants taking over their entire existence in the home. And I love this. These, I think out of all of the couples and families that I made, these guys are one of my favorites just because they fit the theme of their house so much, in my opinion. A very laid-back couple, very cute, very outdoorsy. Hopefully you enjoy as we craft the Johns, and like I did last time, I will see you guys at the end when we move these guys in. And these are the Johns. I love these guys so much. Like I said, I feel like their aesthetic fits the room so nice with all of the freaking plants everywhere. Also, trying to get the Sims up here and like stay up here is a nightmare, okay? They do not want to stay in their own apartment, which in fairness, given the size, particularly of these lower level ones, I could understand that. But literally every time I try to just put them in their apartment and get them to hang out, they all just want to leave. Look at that. Look, automatically I'm out. Why did they do that? I just want to show them off. I just want to show them in their own space. They're like, no, we need to express our affection outside in the rain on the porch. We cannot do this in our own home. It's so weird. Sims, get it together. Anyway, the Johns are super cute. I hope they love their new home. I love them. They are super adorable. And like I said, they fit the vibe of their house really, really well. And now we move on to our single guy. So this was the room that is at the very end of the first floor of apartments. And this was our kind of like just moved out college kid kind of deal. So this sweet little guy is living on his own for the very first time. He had all the mismatched furniture and kind of the college style look with all of the books and old school stuff in the room. So his name is Ryder Barlow, I think is what we settled on. And again, it's a very simple build. He's a really simple guy, so it ended up being pretty easy to put together. So hopefully you like Mr. Barlow over here. And again, I'll see you at the end. And here he is, all ready to take on his college courses. Also, I don't know why. So I renamed this building Beachy Keen, by the way. I just wanted to point that out. I don't know why it's not taking the name. It's the way that I uploaded it on the gallery and saved it as well. It's not highlighting as Beachy Keen, but that's what I named it. So if you keep seeing that flash across every time we move the Sims in, don't ask me why. I couldn't tell you. I've tried everything. It just decided it doesn't want to be called that. Hopefully it's right on the gallery though, otherwise I am going to cry. Let me know in the comments below if you've already downloaded it on the gallery, because I would love to know if it's still wrong. Anyway, our sweet little kid over here is getting ready to apply for university. I do that in this little mini play over here. I make him apply for, university and scholarships just so it fits the theme. He is living on his own for the first time, like we said. All of his little mismatched furniture and maybe hand-me-downs from his old room are all in here. He's got his cute little decorations in here with his posters and things. So anyway, he's fantastic. I think it's a great kind of mismatch on this first floor. You've got kind of adult couples, some younger adults in here, of course the elderly parents that are living down the hallway from this guy. So really great group of people, I think, on this first floor, and it makes a lot of sense that this is probably singles or couples without kids, because there's not a lot of room in here. I mean, this is a studio apartment, so it just kind of makes sense. But anyway, that's our guy Ryder, and we're gonna move on to the next family after he decides he's done applying for scholarships, which in fairness does take a little bit of time. And moving on. So this family is the family that has a new baby. So they're on the second floor. They are the first room. And we make the little husband, the wife, and this cute little baby girl. And I really had a good time with this. I don't usually do children in this, I don't usually make them in The Sims. I also don't usually have Sims that end up having children. I don't know why. I think once a full household starts to take over, it just makes me really overwhelmed having to manage that many Sims, including a baby, because that's a lot of work, okay? And it is in real life too, so it makes perfect sense to me. But anyway, they had their first daughter. They're moved into an apartment. They probably, in this scenario, we had moved, I say moved in quotations, but we moved their desk and computer stuff into their bedroom, and they made the quote office in that room, in that apartment, their sweet little baby girl's room. So have fun watching us create the Burdicks. This is Melina. And again, I'll see you once we move them in and we give them a little tour of their new place. And that's the whole build for the Burdicks. They are all moved in and apparently completing milestones as we speak. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that when I was putting them in here. Anyway, these are the Burdicks. I love their sweet little girl. I think they're like the cutest first-time parent looking couple. They've just, you know, trying to figure out this baby thing. Look, he's leaving right away. I just want a beautiful family moment, sir. Can you come back? It's so weird how they're like, nah, I don't want to be in there. Absolutely not. There's so many things downstairs. In fairness, there is tons of amenities downstairs, so this makes the most sense to me now that I think about it critically. I've given them too many options. Look, he's got a TV in his room. He's leaving to go look at a TV downstairs. Okay, why? I don't know. Anyway, they're super cute. Loved putting them together, and our little girl. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them, and let's move on to the next family. Alright, these guys are the family that has the twin boys, in our scenario at least, and we do make the twin boys. It was so freaking hard. I forgot, and maybe you guys know better than I do, so again, feel free to put this in the comments, whether it's on the gallery or underneath this video. I thought many moons ago, maybe it was Sims 3 or maybe even before that, you could like copy and paste a sim. Like a duplicate sim. Am I crazy? Also, not all the skin details go over. I had to double check, and I know it's like makeup and stuff, so maybe that doesn't, but you also used to be able to copy entire like looks of the Sims in one outfit onto another. It's so stressful, okay? It's extremely stressful. But anyway, these are the Ballards. They're a middle-aged couple with teenage twin boys. They are living in the apartment next to the ones that we just made with the little baby girl, and it's crazy. I don't think I've had to think about creating a teen sim either, and I'm not very stylish. I tried to make them twins, but also a differentiation of each other at the same time. So I gave them all of the same, like they have the same face, same skin tone, they have similar hair textures, but they don't wear it the same. They have similar, I say similar builds. One is a little bit different, and you'll see the difference once we start creating them, but I wanted them to be twins, but fully distinguishable, so that their personalities came through in like the different decor that we had around their room as well, outside of the colors, because as I stated before, you can only get so creative with some of the bunk bed stuff. But anyway, this is their mom. We do of course make their dad, and then we get to them at the very end. So have fun watching us create the Ballard family. And that is our lovely Ballard family. Now you'll see they're already in the building. They're already moved in. Want to know why? Because for some reason, on the second floor where we made those balconies like individually owned, I guess I accidentally made the first balcony for the first family theirs, so they couldn't walk through to their own apartment, which is exactly the problem I told you I was going to have with the downstairs ones, and it proved myself and also duped myself. So anyway, now they're separate and they can walk through that balcony space that you see with all the toys and stuff. That's technically for the first family, but they own it in quotations, because if I make that its own separate room, they'll never be able to get in there. Also, again, the dad is like, nah, I'm gonna go check the TVs out downstairs. You have one in your room, I promise. I didn't forget to put one in. Anyway, I love the way the guys look. I don't know why one of them is in his like pajamas or sports gear or something. So I do make him change his clothes so that they're all in like their everyday wear, because I'm like, dude, why are you just in your pajamas right now? I think they're super cute little twins. I don't know why they do this weird glitchy hug. It's quite unfortunate. But I think that they look like twins, but also different enough where you can obviously tell the difference between the two. And I love that because they're teens. They got their individuality. Oh, my words. Anyway, they're super cute. I loved this family. It was really fun to make. Is the point of that entire thing. And here we go with the final family. This is the family that owns the entirety of the top floor. They're, I think I made them regular adults. I didn't make them elders. I just made them regular adults, but they are a wealthy group of what I assume to be billionaire friends and things like that. So they own the entire top of the apartment, but it's just her and her hubby, and maybe they have friends that come over and have beautiful parties that they put together. That's what I imagine them doing, because they have the entire top floor and a guest room, so they could even have friends stay over in their own, bathroom and everything. So super bougie. Love that for them. And hopefully you enjoy watching us make the Robins. And that is our final family. It's lovely. I love them so much. I made them quite posh, if not a little bit snobby, but I feel like it just suits them. I feel like if you own the entire top floor of this apartment, realistically, they could probably be the apartment owners, but they would never like do the work themselves. They would probably hire people to do that. So that's the reason I haven't made them the owners, because no way are they gonna go over there and check the maintenance box. Nah, man, they got people for that, okay? I don't, because I don't make that kind of money, but that's okay because they do. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed watching us go through all of these families and watching the process. Hopefully you enjoy things like this. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not, but I started making the first family. I was like, nah, it'll be super cute and fun. So hopefully you enjoyed it too. Let me know in the comments below if you like content like this or if you absolutely hate it, which is totally fine too. You're all entitled to your opinions, and I appreciate all of the constructive criticism and of course the compliments. So whatever that falls under for you, feel free to let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.